How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the House of Business Podcast. It's your host, Caleb Thompson. I'd like to thank everybody for watching these videos once again. This is going to be a short one. We're just going to dive right into it. Once again, you guys can tune in every Saturday at 6 o'clock. In between the week, we may drop another episode on you guys, just to give you, just some extra information, man, on your entrepreneurial journey, just to help you to move forward. Anything that we can kind of think of that, stuff that I'm experiencing, and as I'm on my separate, my own personal entrepreneurial journey and career and path, I also would like to, share those tips and small things that I learned along the way, just to kind of give you guys some extra insight, just in case, kind of help you to get around the curve, and anticipate things in business before they happen. So, shout out to everyone that's listening to these podcasts. I thank you guys. Just continue to listen to them. Today we're going to talk about the art of hustle, turning your passion into profit. Turning your passion into profit. I really believe that, before we get into this video, once again, let me give you the proper introduction. This is the House of Business Podcast 2.0, the place where we give you the knowledge and tools to execute your dreams and visions. Thank you guys for coming in. Once again, we're going to give you part 1. So we have 8 specific points that I want to share with you guys, but I'm just going to give you 4 for the time being, and for the time for time's sake. And then probably next Saturday or throughout the week, I'm going to give you the other 4 points. The second half, I'm going to give you 5 through 8. Today we're going to go over 1 through 4. Just a couple of points to kind of help you get the ball rolling. This is the art of hustle, turning your passion into profit. So number 1, we want to start by defining what your passion is. Defining what your passion is. You're never going to start a business or start a business that you really like, or that you are in tune with, or that you are going to be resilient or be able to cultivate some type of resilience, unless you have passion. Passion is the unspoken motivation that one needs. Passion bursts resilience. If no one ever told you about passion is motivation on steroids. That's basically when you're not motivated. That passion helps, it bursts that resilience in you, and it also bursts. It's kind of like the what is it called? Can't think of what it's called, but it's like adrenaline rush. When things go bad, when you don't feel like it, man, because you're passionate about it, because it's something that you love to do. And when you're always working a job, or you're working a business that you love to do, it's not always work. It seems more of you being the quarterback to a all-star football team, to a championship football team, and you feel like, I have to be there for these guys. I have to make sure that this works. This is something I love to do. I can, it's eventually, there's going to come some rocky roads, some ups and some downs, but you always be able to push through it, especially if you have passion. But you have to define that passion. What is your passion? What does passion mean in business? What in business for you, which we just went over. You have to discover a passion. Some people just love bacon. So, I'm going to give you an example. People love bacon. You can turn that passion into profit. You can turn that passion of just baking cookies and baking for the community and baking for your child's class, kids' birthday parties. You can turn that into a full-time profit just from you having a passion as a baker. And then who's to say that you can have a mobile bake truck, and then turn that into a small bakery, and then start to expand from just cookies and cakes to cupcakes to pies, coffee, maybe small breakfast sandwiches, inspired from your sweets. So just, you can just kind of play with it, man, and expand and build on top of that passion and turn it into a profit. You need to learn how to identify if your passion has market potential. There's a difference if you're passionate about, collecting stamps. That really doesn't have market potential for you to profit off of. So, whatever your passion is, make sure that there's room for it in the marketplace. You don't want to say, oh man, I'm a baseball card collector, and you just run around collecting cards, but there's no profit in the market space. I mean, where you can have not unless you own a card shop and, there is a target market for that. But as far as you just, as a hobbyist, just going around collecting cards, you may be able to sell a card for 1.2 million here, 300K here, 250K here, with finding the right cards and things of that sort. But as far as it becoming a everyday, day-to-day business, I'll just take those wins from you just having the information that you need, or you being so in tune with that particular hobby, knowing so much, you know what I mean, having that knowledge that you can use to get a good deal on the card, and then selling it times 10, times 5, times 3, and making a good lick off of it. But as far as every day, as a career, you can turn it into a career, but you can kind of sell those cards once or twice, and you wouldn't really need to have a everyday career with some of the money you can make off some of these cards. But just find out if your passion has space in the market. Find something that you love to do. If you love coaching kids, turn that into a business. Just say that I'm an all-around coach for baseball, soccer, football, for all kids team. Your experience, and you can just go from state to state, you know what I mean, coaching kids for different seasons. If that's what you want to do, take it on a tour, you know what I mean. Maybe you'll start there and you'll find a better job, maybe in high school, permanent, or college, or maybe the NFL, or maybe one of these foreign teams. But you have to start somewhere, and then as you continue to make your presence known in the market space, you'll have that visibility as you yourself as being a brand, and you'll be able to expand. You'll be able to expand on top of that. So just find out how to identify if your passion has market potential. Don't just you're 60 years old and you want to become a ballerina. I love to dance. Well, let me take that back. I want to say that anything is possible. Anything is possible. I don't care what it is, man. There was a girl walking around in Africa as a AI robot. She's extremely famous, and I believe that she's extremely wealthy now just from walking around acting like an NPC. And there really are NPCs out here, but but just acting like an AI robot, made her trendy, made her extremely wealthy. Man, I'm gonna give you a couple examples how some people who turned their passion into billion-dollar industries, million-dollar industries. Number one is Sarah Blakely. Now that is the owner of Spanx. Sarah Blakely is the owner of Spanx. She basically loved to work out. She couldn't really find the workout clothes that were really fitting to her, that was slim and fitting where she could work out. She didn't want to work out in baggy clothes, but because of her body type, she really needed something that actually was tailored to her body type, and she couldn't find that in the marketplace. So she took her last $5,000, started to create Spanx, launched them on the market, and man, Spanx have really taken over. It's like $1 billion industry. So that's one person. Sarah Blakely, the founder of Starbucks. Howard Schultz is another guy. He basically loved coffee. He loved like the European cafe setting type, for like the coffee cafes. He just grew to love like the European style of cafes and restaurants. So he actually bought one. I believe he bought a coffee shop in Seattle, and basically just took over, man, his passion just for coffee and just for the European style, cafe settings and their style of coffee. He basically merged his passion with what he loved to do, and he Starbucks is a worldwide multi-billion-dollar industry now. So that's another person right there, man, that just Howard Schultz, and he basically just took his passion and turned it into $1 billion industry. And that's what we're talking about here, the art of hustle. It's just turning your passion into potential and into profit. Turning your passion into profit. Finding something that you really truly love to do, and finding a way that you can market that skill to make profit, or that you can, use the skills that you have to to make a profit from it. I know a guy that loves shoes, man. He's just like a sneakerhead. So he kind of seen a couple tutorials on how to take some of his old sneakers and how to like paint, airbrush those sneakers and just transform them into a totally another style of sneaker. And he's making probably, man, tens of thousands of dollars weekly, just customizing shoes and it just started for his love for shoes and old shoes that he didn't wear anymore. Instead of throwing them away or giving them away, he just customized them and made money from them because he wasn't going to wear them anymore. So it's so many ways, and we're going to go over that too. Coming up, we're going to go over that too, how you can kind of find every avenue that you can kind of research and see where your products or services or your passion, where you can kind of monetize it. But number two is validating your idea. Now, we just kind of went over that, but just conduct market research on if there's a demand. If there's no demand, if you just like building paper airplanes, if there's no demand for that in the marketplace, do not quit your day job and go full-fledged into entrepreneurial career of building paper airplanes. Not unless you have some type of unique style that has never been seen and never been done before. Maybe you have a paper airplane, I don't know, paper airplane design or prototype that's built out of glass, or that's built out of, turn it into a lamp, or turn it, you're just some type of creative idea. Excuse me. Excuse me. But do not quit your day job and run after your passion. Now, I'm not saying that you cannot scale that passion or you cannot turn that into an e-commerce store, but I wouldn't quit my job and pursue that unless I kind of, have some type of unique approach to it that can be scalable and I can, get some footing in the marketplace. Another thing you need to do when validating your idea is, just try to, test your idea on a small group of people. When I first started kind of cooking food on my own, what I did, I used to do test runs. I used to sell plates out of the house. Really, I gave a lot of it away just to kind of build my clientele. Also, making clothing. I actually gave away a lot of free clothing for advertising reasons, and people will take pictures in these clothing and they'll send me the pictures and I'll post them. So a lot of businesses that I actually started, I started off by giving away a lot of stuff for free. So I worked, bought a lot of materials, did a small test run, see, kind of where my target market was, who was more interested in my products and services. And that's before I launched or went and got the LLC, or before I launched the business where it went public. I started with a small group of people. So that's something good that you could do as well. Gather feedback to refine your product or services. Now, before you launch your product, start with a small group of people. See who likes it. See who will support you. Kind of pitch. Start to build a business plan. Start to kind of pitch your idea to someone that can help you. Do not pitch your idea to just anyone. Don't tell your best friend who doesn't have the resources to help you. Don't tell him. Don't tell everyone your idea. Tell someone that's in a higher level than you that will be able to help you, I guess, like raise capital, that will help you to, actually, not even just raise capital, they can invest into your dream or your vision. Maybe someone that has a like-minded passion as you. You could tell that friend if he likes to, customize shoes as well. If he has a dream that you guys can come together, if he has the intellect on marketing and you have the intellect on on creation or just making the product or pitching the services, find someone you can collaborate, but do not share your dream with anyone that you're just telling you have a dream, because they will work overtime to kill it. And that's just from experience. But just gather feedback, man, from people, and use that feedback to kind of critique what people like and what they don't like. We use this every day in every last one of my companies I own. I'll contact someone in the Philippines and we'll have a discussion, or I'll contact someone, maybe in Pakistan, and we'll have a discussion and basically say, okay, what's the feedback that we're getting on, this particular area or this particular service that we offer, or are we getting any feedback? Do people, are we getting any emails? And we'll kind of have a meeting and go over, okay, well, in this area right here, they're not liking that. They're saying that, we're behind on pace. We need to be more aware about time management and about the different time zones. So, that's something that we have to pick up on when we have a meeting, just kind of set, when you're doing business internationally, that's one, you have to have a clock for every business, for every time zone or every city that you're doing business in. I don't care if it's just a business partnership. I don't care if you're shipping paper products from Beijing. You need to have that clock on your phone to know when the market opens, when the store opens, when the manufacturer opens at that time. You cannot do things just based off of your time zone. So you have to gather information, feedback, and refine that so you can be a better boss and have better products or services. So number 3 is the mindset shift. Now, this is a big one. You have to transition your mind from just being a hobbyist to an entrepreneur. See, when I stopped my career as a national chef. So I was a national chef over probably every D1 school in the United States. I've been everywhere from, Wyoming, Oklahoma, University, Texas University, University of Texas, the University of Oklahoma, UCLA, Colorado, University of probably anywhere that you can, probably Indiana University, probably any D1 school that you could probably think of. I probably worked there as a chef, as on contract for different sororities and fraternities, as an in-house chef, as a campus chef, on contract with these schools through a gourmet service company. But when I left that job and started my own business and went into food service for myself, went into business for myself, one thing you have to learn is you have to go from just having a passion of I know how to cook to really learning how to wear every hat of the business has been an entrepreneur. You have to shift your mindset from being, okay, I'm just going to go in here, I'm going to cook, and I'm going to make some money. It doesn't work like that. You have to be financially educated. You have to have financial education. You have to be financially literate. You have to learn how to budget. You have to learn about capital budgeting. You have to learn about the difference between passive income and active income. Understanding how to market, how to kind of build a website. If you can't outsource those things, if you haven't generated the capital or to outsource certain tasks, you have to wear the hat for that. And there's so many other hats that you have to wear. You have to be the CEO, you have to be the person with the vision, you have to be the CMO, you have to be the chief marketing officer, you have to be the chief financial officer, you have to be the HR director, you have to be everyone when you're shifting your mind from being passionate about something to really want to monetize it and take it into the marketplace. There is a process to becoming when you want to do things like this. So man, it's the mindset shift. That's a big one. And that's number 3. So you have to overcome self-doubt and imposter syndrome. When you're stepping into who you truly are, that old version of yourself is basically telling you, man, who do you see? It's a lot of people on the outside trying to say, who did this guy think? Who do you think you are? I knew you from high school. I knew you from 2 years ago or a year ago. Man, the truth is, a person's life. The truth is, with the right piece of information, a person's life can change within a month. Within 3 weeks, a person's entire life can change. That's how closed-minded some people are. They really feel like, who did this person think he is? If you get the right piece of information from the right person and you receive it and you act on that piece of information, the right couple of sentences can change the whole trajectory of your life. You could go from feeling like a loser to knowing and feeling like, you're a millionaire. It all starts with you believe in who you are. If you believe you're a nobody, you're gonna be nobody. If you believe that, you know what I mean, you want to be a hater, you believe you a hater, you're gonna be a hater. If you believe you're a millionaire, you can become a millionaire. See, people don't understand that it all starts in the mind. So that's why everything you're around, you listen to, the people that you're surrounded with, the energy you're surrounded with. If you're around people that always want to pull you down, now I'm not saying that, you know, in some of these situations, you just have to learn how to operate throughout the darkness. It's a process. But what I want to help you to understand is, I don't care if you lost all hope 5 minutes ago. If you are willing to understand that, hey, maybe there is some hope for me, man, I'm telling you, your whole life can change within 3 weeks if you really apply yourself. It don't take a whole year. It don't take 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. Now, for some people, it do, because, you know, what they're trying to achieve, it takes longer. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, okay, I have a ready to bake pie, you know what I mean? Oh, that's not going to take so long. It's already ready. I just pop it in the oven and it's done. But if I have to create the pie and then bake it, there's a different process. There's a different time limit to that. So some people, you know, they may step into something that's already, you know, created for them, and they just have to, you know, okay, I believe it, you know, kind of something that's already tailor made to their liking, and it's just, you know, right place, right time, and it just shoots them to the next level. And then there are some people who take the small steps, step by step, creating and developing, cultivating everything that they need from their character, you know what I mean, their outlook, their mindset, you know, because what they're trying to do and what they're trying to achieve, it requires to them to go in depth in their self and in depth in studies. You know, the deeper you go, the farther you go. Basically saying, the more that you dig deep into what you're trying to do and your passion in studies and wherever you're trying to get to, the farther you will go. You will stop going to a farther once you stop learning. So, you know, if you feel like you got it all, you're never going to get anywhere. So you always have to, you know, learn. Okay, learn the difference between and this is the mindset shift. Learn the difference between passion products and scalable businesses. Okay, yeah, so, you know, learn the difference between that, you know, passion projects and scalable businesses. You know what I mean? Don't just get out there, man. If you're just passionate about it, you know, go volunteer. You know what I mean? Don't dedicate your whole life to trying to turn just a little hobby, you know, into a business. If you're not really just passionate about it, it's a room in the marketplace for it, and you've done test runs and you know that it's scalable and it can be a business. You know, monetize. Okay, find monetization strategies. Okay, we're almost done here. So this is number 4. Monetization strategies. This is number 4. Okay, explore and research every possible way that you can make money from your products or services. Now, we kind of went over this before, but you have to find a way. When I started making, when I started doing meal prep, when I started doing meal prep, we just did meal prep for just anyone that wanted meal prep, just basically like your you know, the families that didn't want to cook. We really made meal prep for like entrepreneurs or, you know, high ticket, you know, CEOs, CFOs, you know, C-suite executives that really, you know, didn't have time to cook. So, you know, we'll send boxes of meals to their home so when they get home. Or, you know, a lot of CEOs that didn't have a wife or a lot of young executives that didn't have families. They always worked, so they'll or business owners, they'll get their meals, they'll eat and they'll lay down and then they'll go back to work. People that work almost 80 hours a week, they really didn't have time to cook or go out to dinner. So that's what we really targeted our meal prep. But then we found many other ways that when we started to lose traction with those C-suite executives, what we started to do is we start to repackage and rebrand our meal prep and start to launch it and target it towards gyms, you know, making the meals more healthy and targeted it towards gyms. Say, okay, well, let's see if we could get contracts with gyms and then we'll give them, they'll buy these products from us, and they can resell them and attach these meals to a membership plan, that if you get a membership with us, you'll not only be able to bring a friend, but we'll give you 7 meals for free. So we'll sell them to them at a wholesale price, and then they'll resell them to their clients. So that, and also with martial arts studios, making certain type of meals for kids, where they didn't have to go out and buy these meals, or that also came with a membership package. So we just find any way that we could kind of utilize our services and our products to make extra money for ourselves. So so that's what we did. But yeah, man, we'll be back here next week. We'll do 5 through 8. So this is House of Business Podcast. This is where we give you the knowledge and the tools to execute your dreams and visions. Just go ahead and we'll see you back here next week. Peace.